Hello everyone, my name is Space Dirt, and after a rather long hiatus, I am finally back with a new video, this time about time. More specifically, I'll be talking about the timekeeping methods on Rúnú's floating cities, natively called Mondúr. As a bit of background, the Mondúr are a series of large, flying cities built on the planet of Rúnú. After living conditions became less than ideal, the majority of the planet's inhabitants left in a mass exodus on large spaceships, with the goal of finding a more hospitable place to live. Those that were left, many of them political prisoners, constructed the Mondúr as a temporary living situation as they developed their own spacecraft. Many of the prisoners were part of the Kédéj ethnic group, and so many elements of Kédéj culture and society were naturally incorporated into the wider culture of the Mondúr. One of these elements was the Kédéj calendar and timekeeping system. Firstly, some clarification. The day and year lengths on Rúnú are not the same as those on Earth. Instead of being 24 hours long, a day on Rúnú is around 22.3 hours long, and a year is around 350 of those days, or just over 325 Earth days. So, for the remainder of this video, when I say day or year, I will be referring to Rúnú time unless otherwise specified. Now, let's get into timekeeping. The year, as previously stated, is 350 days long and is divided into 10 months, or bayat, each with 35 days. Every 5 years, however, an intercalary day is added between the first month and the last month, which is called a tsapadalal, or extra day. Each month is named generally according to the season. For example, the year begins in spring, so the first month is called Guarbu, or spring month. This is followed by Pilbi, the flower month, Yalaba, the summer month, Tadastaba, the fruit month, Mejebi, the harvest month, Supogbu, the autumn month, Mundeldibi, the sleeping month, Takafpu, the winter month, Reyabu, the snow month, and finally Rúnusbu, the month of Rúnú. Each of these 35-day months are divided into 7 5-day periods, simply called sut, literally meaning fives. These were named for various stages in the Kédéj creation story, in which life was created from the fruit of a tree. This starts at Duknavdanas, or the planting 5, followed by Tsendenis, the sprouting 5, Vemidenis, the growing 5, Honusdonus, the budding 5, Pilesdenis, the flowering 5, Daldanas, the fruit-bearing 5, and finally Barabadanas, or the birthing 5, referring to the creation of life. To talk about any particular date, you must say which month it is, which 5-day period of the month it is, and which day of the 5-day period it is. For example, to say Mejebin Honosdonusun Delsint would mean the third of the Honosdonus of Mejebi. Now that we can tell time to the day, let's zoom in on divisions of a single day. Each day is divided into 16 equal manambadat, which is a shortening of a term that meant half a watch or a guard shift. Given that a day is 22.3 Earth hours long, this makes each manambat about 83.5 minutes long, with some change. Each manambat is further divided into 10 reneyet, which translates to points. Each rene is just over 8 minutes long. These two units are shown as the numbers on a typical Kédéj clock, with the inner lines representing the manambat and the outer lines representing the rene. As evident from the clock face, each rene is also divided into 10 smaller parts. These are called wupnoyot, derived from a term which historically meant something like a blink or a wink. Each wupno is slightly shorter than an Earth minute, at around 50 seconds. Finally, each of these is divided into 100 wupnoyoskut, or tiny blink, each lasting about half a second. To say the time, one can simply say the manambat followed by the wupno. So, the 10th manambat and 63 wupnoyot would be Gimint manambadan tuknum dels wupno. However, renne is still often used as a shorthand, similar to the expression quarter to or quarter after in English. For example, to say the 2nd manambat and 30 wupnoyot, you could say Il mesint manambadan delsi wupno, or Il mesint manambadan dels renne, equivalent to the 2nd manambat and 3 reneyet, or tenths. Anyway, those are the basics of keeping time on the Mondúr. This is in no way a comprehensive video, so if you want to see any more, let me know down in the comments. That is all I have for today, and this is Space Dirt, signing off.